What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. Yo, man, I heard something about a week or so ago, and it sounded like it might be true that Earl Spence down there in Florida working with Roy Jones Jr. And if he is, that's an excellent idea. That I'm glad they got past whatever they was going through. Roy would what what Roy is kind of like Tim Bradley in the sense where he a company man type dude, and Roy Jones is a HBO boxing dude, and I think Roy Jones didn't really have a lot good to say about a lot of PBC fighters because they cost him a job. They messed his money up when they took all them fighters from Golden Boy and took the show over to Showtime. That basically shut HBO boxing down, and I mean, I'm quite sure that touched Roy Pocket a little bit. So I think that had a lot to do with why he was very somewhat critical of Spence when he was beating good fighter after good fighter. But that's what I was hoping. Antonio Tarver, I was thinking about him. But I think a fighter is better for Spence at this point in his career. Here's why I say that. You know, Earl been fighting since he was 15. He been to the Olympics. He already know how to train. He already know how to fight. He needs some things tweaked now, and the biggest thing he need is the thing that Roy is going to be perfect to solve, and that's his balance. You know, Earl got away with winging big shots and falling off balance, and hopping on one foot like really off balance. He did that in almost every fight he had with big shots, and Roy Jones is going to get that balance in order. He gonna show him how not to shoot them shots like that. Earl will be able to respect what Roy say because he's seen Roy do it at the highest level in the ring. You know, a lot of guys Roy is from my era, and I seen Roy from the time he was in his late amateurs Olympics entire professional career, and until that second fight with Tarver, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing like Roy Jones Jr. out there. Honestly, I mean, even Floyd wasn't. You couldn't even put until Floyd was Floyd, but Roy Jones was on another level, and he was knocking them dudes out. I'm talking about from middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, went all the way up to heavyweight. I mean, Roy was a bad man in his day, and he had, Roy instincts and speed was so good that he didn't respect fundamentals. Earl Spence is already fundamentally sound, so don't got to worry about too much of that. See, that's Roy Jones need a fighter like that. I mean, good, good, great fighters. If when they train, they need another great fighter to train because they don't have to go all the way back and show them this, that, the third. It's just gonna be small things that they need to show them, and and go from there. And Roy is the right man to have in that corner with him while he fight. If he not gonna be with Derrick James. Derrick James wasn't a bad trainer. He just got the big head late in the game, trainer of the year. Them fighters started coming to him, and it got to him. Roy Jones is already, he a real level headed dude when it comes to this kind of stuff. And the fact that they can set their differences aside and work together, shit. I mean, I don't see if Earl gonna fight on. This was the best route to go. It didn't have to be Roy, but I think Roy is the perfect one because that was always one of Sugar Ray and Roy was two of Earl's favorite fighters. That's why it bothered Earl so much when he felt like Roy was hating on him. And for a long time, he did not address it. And you know when you start getting rich and getting a lot of fame and success, you know you can get that go for anybody. You can get beside yourself for a little while, but a good ass whooping is some of the best humble pie in the world. And now I think if Roy stay working with him, I bet you Roy gonna say he can beat Crawford now. If he's working with him, you know how that kind of stuff go. But You know, I still don't think him and Crawford will. Now I think they might fight again, but Crawford looked like he got his mind set on fighting Canelo. I think now if Earl beat Fondura and get that belt, then him and Bud might fight when there's a title on the line. But outside of that, I don't know if they're gonna rematch or not. I'm just gonna keep it real. Now Earl, I heard him say he want to rematch. What killed the talks before was when Crawford said he wanted to rematch at 147. That's when Earl went radio silent on him. But now that they both up at 154, Earl get a fight up under his belt. I don't think it'll be long because Crawford not gonna hang around here forever. You know, he said that after him and Earl fought, he was gonna fight two or three. This is why the shit with Tiafimo is pointless. Bud already said he fighting two or three more fights. He would, you know, Boots is a bigger fight than Tiafimo. If that was the case, I think Bud will fight Spence again and Canelo or something like that after this next fight and call it a day. You know, he don't have nothing else to prove out here. So I don't see. It's only a few fights I see. Crawford being willing, even being willing to take. I think he just taking this fight right here now to stay busy, you know, and he not gonna do what Earl and some of these PBC fighters do, sit their ass outside that ring too long and let that ring rust build up. And I think that had a lot to do with what happened in the first fight. But once again, it ain't Bud's fault that you set out the ring 17 months and took a fight with a dog like that. Uh, that's your, you know, that's on Earl. But I think if they fight again, he ain't got to worry about getting out negotiated next time because Bud will be the A side, you know. So we'll see what happens. But if I think Roy Jones is the perfect guy for the job, you know, and I'm gonna be real interested to see how this look. I think he knocking Fondor out no matter what when they fight in October or November, whenever it's gonna be. Fondura ain't ready for them high level fighters. I don't think. I really don't see it. You know, he too easy to hit. You know, and he don't really have no power for people that for elite level fighters. I don't think so. You know, you got to remember he went 11 or 12 rounds with Ocampo. Earl knocked Ocampo out in the first round. I mean, come on, man. I don't think there's going to be a difficult fight for Spence at all if he's focused. And if he's dealing with Roy Jones Jr., he's going to be focused. He's going to respect Roy. Roy's going to demand respect. And if you go work with Roy, it's going to be all or nothing anyway. So I think that's a right choice, and that let me know Earl ain't done fighting. He finna get busy for a little. He got a few more years left in the tank. More likely, I say three more fights, 3 4 more fights if he gonna be working with Roy Jones Jr. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, hit the like or subscribe. Till the next time, it's your man Spill Dog. I'm out.